John, another frustrating one out there today. Where did that one slip away?
Start of the game, to be honest. We knew how important the start was going to be. Obviously, both played on Wednesday night, but theirs went to extra time. They had the travel down. We knew that if we could get a foothold in the first 20 minutes and start well, we knew the crowd was fantastic on Wednesday night. And after a disappointing end to the result on Wednesday, we knew that if we could get the crowd on side within the first 20 minutes, it would give us a massive advantage. But we just didn't get started and find ourselves a couple of goals behind, which gives us another mountain to climb. And yeah, it was basically lost in the first 20 minutes. Obviously, Chrissy's got us a goal back with a great finish, but they've got something to hold on to, and I don't think we can be too begrudging of the result.
After Wednesday night, has the last few days been tough physically, mentally, or both?
I'd say for obviously the lads that have played in both of them, I'd imagine a bit of both. Obviously the weather's not been too kind to us either. We had to recover right and do things properly on Thursday. We had to train on some artificial ground on Friday, but that's not an excuse. You know, Blackpool played on Wednesday night as well. We're not coming up with excuses. We just weren't good enough for large parts of that game. And as I say, first 20 minutes especially, really give ourselves a mountain to climb, which we can't keep doing that every single week.
The manager's just said he's looking for some leaders. Anthony Evans had the captain's armband today. Is that a fair assessment that maybe the club needs a little bit more leadership around the team?
I think you look at the team today, probably Chris Martin, Jack Hunt, main experienced ones there. But you look beyond that, obviously without myself starting, Sam Finley not available, Willow not available, George Friend not available, Scotty Sinclair. We didn't really have too many out there today, and they need to step up. You know, it can't be like that every single week. And we sort of just were saying in there, we need people to be proactive. We need to be the ones to make something happen. It doesn't matter if it's your first 50 games of your career or you're past the 500 mark like a few of us. So you need to put an imprint on the game. You need to win your first header. You need to win your first tackle. You need to let the man know who you're playing up against, that he's in for a game. And we didn't do that well enough today. And it was almost like we was waiting for someone else to make it happen rather than the individual being the one to put the impetus and put the stamp on the game.
I know you're very much a team player, but Chris's run of form has meant you've had to bide your time a little bit. I guess it's been personally for you a slightly frustrating few weeks, hasn't it?
Yeah, you could say. Obviously, look, I'm not begrudging Chris at all. We're here to push each other and competition for places. You know, I had a run out. Got 5 starts in a row, scored 3 goals, won 4 of them. Since then, Chrissy's come in. I think he's possibly 5 or 6, maybe. Yeah, 6 and 6 now. Yeah, 6 and 6, including today's. So for Chris, he's in form, but I know that I'm on form as well. So I need to be ready when that opportunity comes. And if there's an opportunity for us to play together from the off, I think it would be an interesting combination. But that decision is down to the manager and what he sees us setting up as. But the most important thing is that we get results. And if you ask Chris, if you said we'd take them goals away from you, but we'd be winning games, I'm sure he'd say the same thing as well, because he's a team player. We want to be winning games, and sort of since that, Portsmouth and Charlton and Bolton and even Crewe in the last round of the FA Cup, since that little run of form that we had where we got 4 wins out of 5, we know that performances haven't been up to the levels.
And where is Rovers' season at now? What is driving you now as players as you sit in the table a long way off the top 6?
20 games left, 60 points to play for. Simple as that. We know there's 60 points. Realistically, we know we're not going to go and win 20 games, but if you don't believe it, it's not going to happen. So we know that the next and the most important game is Tuesday night, because that's the next one. That's all we can affect. We can't affect today. We can't affect what happens next week. All we can affect is making sure that we're prepared correctly, mentally and physically, for a tough game on Tuesday night against Exeter. And we know that we want to put in a good performance to get a good result at home, because we know that we need to be better than where we have been lately. So most important thing is Tuesday night, and we're not going to look too far ahead of that. We need to make sure we start the game well, break it into little segments of the game, win the first 5 minutes, win the first 10 minutes, 15, just keep plugging away through the game, and maybe that might be something that'll help us if we break the game into smaller patches and know that what we expect from each other in them.